coast to coast.
Next, we have another stand-up artist among us to entertain you all. She's been entertaining in the Bay for several years now, and she is here today to entertain you all at the Sammelan.
Welcoming the Bay Area's very own resident comedian, Shloka.
Hello? Hello. I'm Shloka. Hi. Don't call me auntie. Not yet, anyway. Maybe when I'm 35. Why did I say that? But we have a crowd here, but I want to get a kind of an idea of who's we've got here. How many people are from the Bay Area here in the room? All right, to be expected. Okay, how many people do we have from out of town? Out of town? Oh, nice. Please, shout out. Where are you from? I heard Jersey, no surprise. Utah. Did you say Utah? I didn't know Mormons were Konkani too. Wow. Oh my goodness. We've got a crowd here from all over the US. And I would like to say at the start, full disclaimer, if you find nothing that I do funny, I'm a product. And you know, when you have a problem with the product, you go to the manufacturer. So if you'd like to go to the manufacturers, the two manufacturers are over here. My parents are in the audience. You can make all your complaints to them. This is also the first time they're seeing my stand-up comedy, so we'll see how that goes. See two people walking out, it would probably be them. So as this badge indicates, this fancy little badge, I am the youth committee lead. Totally unqualified at the start of this. In 2019, I had never been to a Sammelan. Clearly, I can't speak the language. My mother does not cook a lot of Konkani food. I have zero Konkani culture in me, besides the fact that my last name's Kinney. And I was selected to be the youth committee lead. And my impression was, great, I'll learn so much about my culture in a year. It'll be like a crash course. What could happen? She said 3 years later. It has been not a sabbatical, but a residency in learning about Konkani. And I have zero qualifications because when I was put on the youth committee, I thought, oh, these will be children. And as Ravi Pai clearly indicated, oh, it's not children. So clear, apparently, that Ranveer Singh himself said that he would come to the youth mixer, but he was too old. And an auntie, without missing a beat, said, and you're also married. And that is how I learned what the youth committee is all about. Now, the age group itself is a problem. 13 to 35, there's some lawsuits in there, you realize. Like, we could get sued for that stuff. And on top of that, all of these youth mixers, I mean, it's pretty clear what the parents are thinking. I don't think the kids are thinking that. If they are, I'm in the wrong business. Because my social life definitely does not indicate that I would be any good at mixers or mixing youth together. So why was I selected? Not sure, but I can clearly say I've earned my Konkani card over the last few years. Weirdly enough, right at the beginning of 2020, I took my first trip to Mangalore and did a crash course in Konkani. Visited the World Konkani Center, was awesome. Visited Teru for the first time. Did not know anything about that. Was kind of strange though. Went down Car Street, saw no cars. So that was kind of confusing. The theater was huge, thought it would topple over. I found it kind of confusing also that all of the men were the ones who were kind of going up the procession. Only men got to pull the theater. I was really looking forward to that, but I know why. Because women are smart, and they did not want to be held liable if that theater fell over. So it would be the men who'd have to pay for it. So they're smart. But the funniest thing I have to say about Teru was when I heard over the loudspeaker in Konkani somebody saying, please mind your gold before you mind your children. Those are our priorities, are they? Officer, please help me. What's wrong, man? What happened? I lost it. You lost your child? No, my 24-carat Mangalsutra. Why? is this what it's all about? And then so I did that, came back, did a bunch of online courses that some lovely aunties put together virtually in Konkani. So I'm shiktaying, I'm karoing, some vocab here and there. I haven't fully converted, to be honest. My tenses are a little bit off. But I did learn some interesting things. As one student pointed out, when you were learning about the different people in your family. Now please tell me, what is the Konkani word for a man? Munch. Okay. So for a woman, it's bailmanshi, right? Bailmanshi, which is a wife person. So you're only a woman if you're a wife person. That is really bad news for me. I thought I became a woman years ago. Turns out I haven't even started. That's really sad news. But also, it's kind of funny how it's really proper, all of these different words, because the words in Konkani can mean things in other languages. For example, I have two neighbors, Bob and Martha, and they fight all the time. Bob, Martha. Oh my gosh, we've got a slow audience today. Well, I also have a friend, they're vegan, and they wanted me to come to a potluck of theirs, and so I made a soy curry for them, and they said, I can't taste any soy, but I can taste a lot of coconut. Or the best one was when I walked into my high school where, I grew up in the Midwest, a lot of hunting over there, and I told everyone that I killed a moose with a fly swatter. Now, you may be asking yourself, you're speaking a lot of English. Holy cow, you must be a bad guy. And that's probably true. I mean, I can't speak Konkani, but I have to ask, are there any people in here who are Konkani but can't speak a word of it? You are still Konkani. The only thing you need to do about Konkani is caring. If you've Googled Konkani once, you care about Konkani. That makes you Konkani enough. We're bringing more and more people into the fold every day. You do not have to be born Konkani, you just have to be interested. And honestly, if your parents have told you a story, if you listened to them or even came to this convention, you're Konkani enough. You know why? Because you have experienced Konkani guilt. More powerful than any of the Avengers. And there's definitely one person here who'll appreciate that. Now, I wanted to kind of make this a teachable moment for people who are learning Konkani, like myself. So I have something special prepared, but I'll need you all to help me. Will you all be able to help me? All right, great. Okay, so for this, I'm going to need you all to repeat after me, which I know you can do so well from those of you who attended the Shankar Mahadevan concert. How was that, by the way? That was awesome, wasn't it? Whoo, that was amazing. All right, so for this, I'm going to say a phrase, and then I'll need you to repeat it, just like you did last night, except it'll be a bit more cultural, let's say. All right. So let's do a couple of practice ones with just some nonsense gibberish. Here we go. Heidi, 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 ho. Do I need to get some Bornvita Horlicks out here? I can call up Shankar Mahadevan. He can come right out here and help. Now, are you ready to help me? All right, that's a little better. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Heidi, 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 ho. Much better. All right. So I'm going to tell you a little story, and then you'll figure out when you need to repeat. Here we go. Well, hey folks, here's the story of Sushila Mai. She knew all the gossip, every secret and lie. She told more stories than all the butchies did. Who got engaged, who got married, and who had a kid. Rabba, 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 go. Patti, patti, mantati. Rabba, 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 go. Patti, patti, mantati. She had a husband from Udupi, and his name was Ramchandra Balakrishna Vishwanatha Pai. His parents loved him a lot. When his wife spread rumors, oh, he wanted to cry. Who needs to know all the gossip about? So we had a plan, and it began when he started to shout. Here we go. Hangyo, 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 go. Ice cream, howcha, whatcha, go. Hangyo, 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 go. Ice cream, howcha, whatcha, go. To the owner of Hangyo Ice Cream, that is free advertising for you right there. All right? Well, he made her want to stop telling her guys, causing people woe and causing them worries. She had a new dream for her fancy life. Oh, she started matchmaking for husbands and wives. Hung buddy, no? Oh, come on, keep up. We'll try it one more time. Well, she started matchmaking, finding husbands for wives. Here we go. Hung buddy. Dun da dee, dun da do, dun da dun da dee. Lakshanasa, lakshanasa, lakshanasa. Jata samsata, jata samsata, kota samsata, pura samsata. Oh, Aruna for the win! Give it up. Woo! Next time you're up on stage with me. Oh my goodness. Tangel balik sali. And there's our story of Sushila